Tonight, Governor Moino gives reasons for reappointing immediate past commissioners into cabinet. State Chief Executive describes demise of prelate Sunday Mbang as great loss to Akwa Ibom as family makes public funeral arrangements. Director General of Akbc charges graduating pupils of BRICS Academy to project a motto of alma mater in future endeavor. And Nigeria Army launches Operation Leopard's Teeth to end killings in Plateau. Details of this and other stories in just a moment. Good evening and welcome to Akbc 45 News. I am Miriam Ekbutu. Governor Moino has called for support from Akwa Ibom people to enable him discharge his official responsibilities to the state. He also asked for a free hand on decisions that are in the best interest of the state. Pastor Eno, on his return from an official engagement, was reacting to questions from government house press, especially on the list of commissioners designate sent to the state legislature for approval. He also stopped over at the greenhouse along Airport Road, where he introduced Turkish investors willing to partner the state in the agriculture sector. Patience John reports.
Governor Moino explained that his decision to retain the former commissioners who served in the immediate past administration is a testament of their capability and capacity. According to him, it was expedient that those who worked hard to interpret the vision of the immediate past administration should be given a chance to equally contribute to the success of the present administration.
Akwa Ibom has elected me to do a job for them. I have put forward the Arise agenda, which we're having a dialogue on Monday to situate the Arise agenda, explain to the Akwa Ibom people and have a roadmap. They've given me the job. Please, they should allow me choose those that I believe will deliver on the job. You can't give me a job and at the same time choose those that will work with me. I believe that choosing the people that will work with me to deliver on the job is my prerogative. By my training and upbringing, people don't go to a war with you and win the war and you push them aside. It's not a good thing to do because you need them again for another battle. I like new blood, but I must test the new blood and be sure they are the right blood.
At the greenhouse, the governor reiterated his administration's commitment in agriculture as one sharing of boosting the state economy and ensuring food sufficiency. He expressed confidence in the expertise of the Turkish investors headed by the chairman, Mehmet Direksi.
Agriculture is the next phase of what we should be doing. We take it very seriously on our Rise agenda. But we must get investors. I've said that government is just to set the enabling environment, support new businesses, but allow them to run on a private scale. Ibom Air is a classical example of a business owned 100% by government, but is into private hands, professional hands, where professionalism comes to play. That's the same thing we think we must do for this greenhouse.
Judging the state as a viable soil for agriculture, the CEO of Direksi Group says his company will utilize the opportunity afforded it by Akwa Ibom State government to add value to the well-being of the people through agriculture.
We are coming and show the know-how and everything. I hope in 1 year, 2 years, the Akwa Ibom guys manage this farm. In 1 year, 2 years, Akwa Ibom should manage his agriculture.
Patience John, Akbc News.
As the family of Prelate Emeritus Sunday Mbang reels out activities for the final rite of passage of the clergy, Governor Moino has tasked the children of the deceased to keep alive their patriarch virtues and faith. The governor, who paid a condolence visit to the bereaved family at the residence of the late prelate at Shelter Freak, Uyo, described his demise as a great loss to Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria. A Government House reporter, Patience John, has more.
As the Shelter Freak residents of the late clergy, Young Romano expressed the sympathy of the people of the state over the death of the senior citizen whom he later lived and served in the vineyard of God, as well as served humanity. While acknowledging the contributions of the deceased to the development of the state, the governor described him as a father, a world leader, adding that he really missed his wife's counsel. He encouraged the bereaved family to stay united and not let their trust and faith in God waver.
Personalities. One, as a son of the family, and secondly, representing the government and people of Akwa Ibom State. Formally consult with you, we held a meeting, and I told you in the consult that government is with you. Daddy was our father in this state. And so Daddy will be given a state support so that you can bury him. He is an international figure. So we are all aware that this is not just an event, it is a state event. And I've since directed that the SHG will set up a state burial committee, but we work with the family and the church. That is what we will do. So that committee will properly set up. You give us people from the family, give us people from the church, so that we can have a proper meeting.
Responding, the elder son of the deceased, Chief Mohammed said in Yoruba, expressed the gratitude of his family to the governor for the visit and informed him of events that will precede his father's funeral. The former prelate Sunday Umar died at the age of 86.
Thank you for being the father. Thank you for being the son to our father. We have realized now that our father is more alive now than when he was alive. We feel his presence every day. One good thing was that I remember when he was going to Lagos and we came to see him before the election. When we were in Lagos, he said, God will bless you, sir. God will bless your reign. And God is in a golden era. Thank you, Excellency.
Patience John, Akbc News.
The state government has approved a scale of projects in the entire state, including financial support to women who engaged in petty trading. The state deputy governor, Senator Kuniyariyi, disclosed this when she hosted the World Bank tasked team Nigeria Women Project. A Government House reporter, Utami Mokon, tells us more.
Senator who welcomed the team as the steering committee chairman, said the state government was so passionate about economic empowerment and the political inclusion of women in the state. She thanked the World Bank for its support for Akwa Ibom women, describing the project as great, while commending Akwa Ibom Ministry for Women Affairs and Social Welfare for ensuring that women are empowered.
So the approach of World Bank is very, very commendable. I have a strong feeling that if the present tempo is sustained and more efforts invested, the Nigeria for Women project will be the game changer in the efforts to achieve gender parity in our nation.
The World Bank tax team leader, Nigeria for Women Project, Mr. Michael Olisame, disclosed that the project was the first gender program financed by the World Bank with the aim of making Nigerian women to excel in business.
So the philosophy is to bring women together, support them to build what we call social capital. And then they meet regularly, weekly basis, and do some savings. Now, once they build that social capital, we then, they, not even we, the women themselves are able to convert that social capital into financial capital. And then be able to translate that financial capital into economic capital.
The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Mrs. Margaret Edem, commended the World Bank for the love and concern by bringing the project to Akwa Ibom. She said the project, which started April last year, was implemented in 66 wards and 454 communities in 6 local government areas of the state, including Abak, Esreket, Ibisikbo Asutan, Nseriubium, Ona, and Orogonam.
Now, in Akwa Ibom State, 5 days of the project started in April 2022. And I'm glad to report to us that now, a year plus after, we have 59 women, 386 women, 59,386 women in Akwa Ibom State participated fully in this project. One aspect started 5 days ago, and we just came in last year, and we are able to attend this act. I want to believe that by the grace of God, we will surpass all the other steps. I want to commend the government of Akwa Ibom State, both the immediate past governor and the present governor, for their interest in this project. Because I definitely believe that this project will positively impact on the lives of our women.
Utumi Maokun, Akbc News.
We take a short break now, but when we come back, Tour of Ivory Schools, Nigeria graduates 2022-2023 pupils in the elementary section, and Nigerian Army launches Operation Leopard Teeth to end killings in Plateau. This and lots more after the break. Stay with us.
I just want the papers, please.
Sir.
Salary don't enter. Yes, so and Monday never even reach self. Na salary plenty, oh. No wonder I no gree collect roja from my hand. Shut up, sir. I'm here to bail my younger brother. If it happen.
With good luck,
Proper funding, training,
and cooperation.
if it happen.
This is home, where we all belong. The place where life is beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's all in my we go stand together, we go make them better. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we be. It's all about no matter where we be, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony.
So good to have you back. Parents, guardians, friends, and lovers of Quality Education Friday shared in the joy of the 90 graduating pupils of Briggs Academy as they complete their first phase of academic pursuits. The graduating ceremony took place at the school compound, Osama Housing Estate of Edirepan Avenue U. Esther Morin completes the story.
The event featured procession of the graduates, music and dance presentations, taekwondo farewell salutes, presentation of certificates and gift items to the graduates. The Director General, Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation, Dr. Anieti Upe, who chaired the event, thanked parents and the school management for their teamwork in bringing out the best in the pupils and advised the pupils to continue holding on to God as they go further with their academic pursuits. Dr. Upe tasked the pupils on hard work while shunning social vices such as examination malpractice to become useful to themselves, make their parents proud, and add value to the society. He prayed for their success as they step further in their academic endeavors.
That those three will face 100 meters and will move on to the next one, which is the secondary school. And as we close this chapter in your life, another chapter is open. I want to encourage our children to work on their visions. Don't give up, but make the society proud.
The proprietress, Briggs Academy, Mrs. Regina Ekwu, as well as the chairman, board of directors, Mr. Census Ekwu, in their separate remarks, congratulated the graduates for their outstanding academic performances, making the 2022-2023 academic year a special one. They extolled the efforts of the teachers in academic drills given to the pupils, which they said has yielded positive results, and urged parents to continue supporting the dreams of their children as they mark a new phase in their learning process.
We have accomplished a whole lot, and we are very happy for being a part of the educational journey. On behalf of the entire school, I extend my warmest wishes to each and every one of you. May your journey through life be filled with joy, fulfillment, endless possibilities. The contribution, the commitment,
the PTA chairman, Mr. Nyekan Basti, who was represented by Mr. Isaac Oku, gave a goodwill message, while the valedictorian, Master Victor Iwad, gave a speech thanking his parents and teachers for grooming him well academically.
I am now examining the Nigerian society to become good ambassadors of British Academy School. We're very proud of British Academy School.
The sacrifices you made just to send us to school. To this, we are very grateful.
Some of the graduates, Kankima Anieti Ugbe and Inubong Anyeka Nesionubong, had this to say. High points of the event was the cutting of the graduation cake. Esther Warren, Akbc News.
The state government says the 2023 First School Living Certificate examination, earlier scheduled for Saturday, July 22, 2023, has been rescheduled for July 29, 2023. The information contained in the release signed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Lady Rose Bassey, says candidates are expected to report at the various examination centers on that day by 7:30 in the morning. The management of the Tower of Ivory Schools has held the 2023 graduation ceremony of pupils in the elementary section of the school. Iyagenopo reports that the ceremony, which was for pupils of Edienebak and Idoro Road of the school, featured various presentations and special song renditions.
The ceremony began with procession by the graduation class in Idoro and Edienebak. Addressing the peoples that back, the Chairman Board of Governors, retired DIG Udom, saluted them for completing their primary education, saying they still have a lot ahead of them. Mr. Udom, who thanked parents for prioritizing the school with the basic education scheme of the wards, added that Tower of Ivory Schools has the mandate of producing the best of pupils and students who can compete with their peers globally. He noted that the schools have seasoned teachers, standard facilities, serene and equipment learning environments, but advised the graduating pupils to make the school proud wherever they find themselves. At the Ndoro School, the coordinator of schools, Lady Dorothy Udom, charged parents to give their children the best education in Tower of Ivory schools.
From your performances, if you have not been here before, you can play with us that the pupils of Tower of Ivory schools can stand and compete and conquer any other school in Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
Head of Elementary School in Ndoro, Mr. Nitupon, advised the graduating pupils to be of good conduct, forward their education, and always be a pride to their alma mater.
Let me, like this, make you inform you that our growth to this height is attributed to God's magnanimity and worship. Our unparalleled success in the cause of providing high-quality education to our leaders of tomorrow swell your rest from God's sufficient grace. Our dear parents and other guests, a look at this hall shows the sparkling look of our pupils.
Features of the graduation of the two schools were award presentation to best graduating people, best in different subjects, best parents, best teachers, music performance, and cutting of the graduation cake. Akbc News.
In the wake of the devastating Salvation Army auto crash that claimed the lives of several individuals, the National Council of Women's Societies (NCWS) has expressed heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims. During a condolence visit which took place at the Salvation Army headquarters at Kayubium in Surbium local government area, the president of the group, Lady Doris Rokoko, prayed God for a quick recovery of the bereaved families. The report. Recognizing the pain and grief experienced by the victims' loved ones, the NCWS said they stand in solidarity with the families and the church at their moment of grief. The visit, which took place at the Salvation Army headquarters, Akayubium, in Suribium local government area, had Abonwan Sarah Swa, former NCWS acting president, state ESCO members, chapter presidents, among others. According to the group's president, Lady Doris Rokoko, said it is as part of his core mandate to rejoice with those rejoicing and mourn with those mourning, hence the visit to the families of the Salvation Army auto crash victims to commiserate with them over their loss. In an emotional speech, the state president, Lady Doris Rokoko, expressed deep sympathy and solidarity of the group with the victims' families and admonished them to always look unto God for succor while emphasizing for assistance and compassion during this trying moment.
The food items goes to the motherless homes home, while the money is for the bereaved families. Thank you very much.
The wife of the Insrubium Council boss, who was represented by the Insrubium chapter president, Helen Ekefre, applauded the leadership of NCWS for deeming it fit to stand by the families of the victims at this time of grief and promised a continued support to the families. Receiving the president and her team, Major Esther Uwak, wife of the district commander of the Salvation Army, thanked them for their show of love, which she described as rare, and prayed God to bless Akwa Ibom State chapter of NCWS. In addition, the NCWS has urged organizations and the public-spirited individuals to rally behind the affected families by offering both financial and spiritual support and any other form of aid that may be required. High point of the visit was the presentation of some relief materials and cash to the families by the state president of NCWS, Lady Doris Rokoko. Miriam Ekbutu, Akbc News. The Nigerian Army has launched a new military operation in Plateau State, codenamed Operation Hakurin Damisa, meaning Tiger Teeth. The Chief of Army Staff, Major General Tariq Lagbaja, who launched the operation today in Mango local government area of the state, said the aim was specifically to end the spate of attacks and killings in the local government area and other parts of the state. After addressing troops deployed to carry out Operation Hakurin Damisa, the Chief of Army Staff moved to a pilot primary school in the community to have a meeting with some stakeholders. The stakeholders notified the Chief of Army Staff that the recent attack on the community had resulted in the killing of over 300 individuals, significant injuries to others, the destruction of property, and the displacement of nearly 18,000 people. That's our package tonight. We thank you so much for your company. But just before we go another look at the top stories. Governor Moino has called for support from Akwa Ibom people to enable him discharge his official responsibilities to the state and its people. He also asked for a free hand on decisions that are in the best interest of the state. Pastor Eno, on his return from an official engagement, was reacting to questions from government house press, especially on the list of commissioners Dixonet sent to the state legislature for approval. The state government says the 2023 First School Living Certificate examination, earlier scheduled for Saturday, July 22, 2023, has been rescheduled for July 29, 2023. The information contained in the release signed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Lady Rose Bassi, says candidates are expected to report at the various examination centers on that day by 7:30 in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. We wish you a pleasant night rest. Good night.